This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons, like Scry de la Rosa, Omeji Cat Comet, Sarai Cypher, Hans Grenade, Anna Ginterace, Lilium Tenebrae, Faris Gentoru, Cletus Oreo, Loosely Atrell, Sapa Chakwatol, Courtney, Meili Algren, Ariana Barakil, Elam, Casey Schaefer, Lily Black, Chaitan, Chesha Soltiri, Ariel, Erizu Yamakawa, Cecilia Fulalerifu, Daimos, Jamie Assur, Fafa Mai Kokomai, Azuta Starbreeze, and Umbral Wind. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv. Thank you.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Good evening, Aorcians. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon episode 126. I'm Lakeel Bravestone, and I am joined today by Rollo Des.
Hi.
Hopefully the last time with only us, because I think, according to reports, that Maela Vanadar will return next week.
Yeah, he got out of Azkaban? Is that the Harry Potter thing?
He's returning from Azkaban. What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. I didn't watch that stuff.
He's been chilling with the what are the people that
Death Eaters?
Death Eaters, yeah. He's been chilling with the Death Eaters. Is that?
Yeah.
My Harry
He's
Potter
coming home on the train, the 9 3/4 train,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know my shit, dude.
Do you remember?
I saw the first two movies.
Remember the chocolate frog when it jumped on the window? Dude.
Oh, I was a little boy. I was like, oh, magic.
Welcome to episode 126. Today's main topic is 4.5, obviously, and we'll be reviewing it now. Don't worry, there will not be any main scenario spoilers, but there will be
possibly everything else. It's not
possibly everything else. So we will talk about Return to Ivalice today. We simply kind of have to, because most of the stuff that was released in this patch is like spoilery to some degree. So if we are to discuss the patch, we have to discuss something. So spoiler alert for Return to Ivalice and Seiryu, but there will not be any spoilers for the MSQ. So if you haven't done the MSQ yet, do not worry. If you haven't done Return to Ivalice yet, you know, it might not be that. Yeah, be worried. But I don't think it's not going to have any massive surprises from what you've seen in the trailer. If you haven't, for some reason, done Return to Ivalice yet. Also, some of you probably don't even mind getting spoiled from the story. I know some people don't really care. We'll also read some MogMail. We're going to spoil Mahjong. And then we'll read the Q&A that we teased in the previous episode. We didn't have time for the Q&A when Yoshi P went around on Japanese servers. So we'll read from that as well. And we'll read MogMail now.
Tell us about MogMail, Lakeel.
Okay, just before we went live, I said that we've literally received no MogMail since before the hiatus. Long before the hiatus. I think the last one we got was on December 9th or whatever. And I said that was, that is very strange. But then I checked the junk mail folder. And that's where all the MogMail went. So we have a backlog of 30 MogMails that we need to get through. We'll see if we can get through some of them today. I'm sorry if we haven't read your MogMail. It's simply the email service is just fucked up. It's never sent it to spam mail before. It just did now recently. So a lot of MogMail has just been gone, but don't worry, we're picking it back up. So you can send MogMail again. speakersxiv.com/MogMail. The issue has been resolved.
We thought you guys didn't like us anymore. We were so sad.
Yeah, it was very sad. Right. In the post show, I think we might either read through more MogMail, because there's no way we'll get through the MogMail. We might also take some questions from chat. We'll just do a really chill post show today, and then I promise we won't talk about anything related to the rectum. Okay,
That's a promise.
That's a promise. In channel updates, Roar will be out next week for patrons, and then later for, well, probably the same week for non-patrons, and then SoH should be like right after, because it's almost done. Woo! Thank you for that. I will turn the sound off for that though, but thank you. Okay, so look forward to those two. They are now returning, and then Core should be like just at the end of the month if I can push it out. We'll see. I won't make any promises about that specifically. Either you're gonna get Soar or you're gonna get Core. I'm gonna make like a judgment call to see like how much
Flip a
time.
coin.
Core will always have priority now because it's like the new one. So if Soar is lagging behind, I'm gonna have to just move on to Core, and then Soar will be after.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Right. In quick news, we're still waiting for Blue Mage, but that has not stopped the data miners from digging in the files, and skills and items. Skills and how to get them has been found. In addition to that, some information on the carnival and gear and weapons has also been found. There's even like guides now for Blue Mage. Specifically for the skills, which is absurd because the class isn't even out yet. So that has raised for me a big like question about, because data mining has always been, well, it started out as something that we all sort of approved of. It was something that everyone was, I don't think a lot of people were against it in the beginning, but this sort of reminds me of when they data, because someone has also already data mined the Easter event, I believe. We're not going to talk about it, so don't worry, but it's that's out in the ether right now. The same thing happened with the Starlight event as well, where the actual minigame was out on YouTube 2 months
I didn't know that.
Before it came out. Yeah. You don't, of course, this is something you'll only find if you look for it, of course. Yeah. So it's not like you're going to get it in your face. Also,
we're not going to spoil it for you.
No, don't worry. We're not going to talk about it, but it is out there. How do you feel about the Blue Mage guides already being made, Rollo?
Well, first off, I'm looking at you other 14 YouTubers capitalizing on that and making your blue guides already. I see you guys.
Yeah. Guys, wait, have they already? Wait, the video.
There's video guides. I'm like, yeah, just get those skills here. According to the data miners, the enemies are in this carnival and.
Oh no!
I'm not calling anyone out. Don't go. It was a joke.
I mean,
but
yeah,
there are
but
videos.
Still, that is weird to. I would have at least waited until the job was out, because why would you watch the guide now?
I mean, I guess some people just want to go when ready. I guess.
That is a weird thing to do, but okay, that's fine. Whatever.
I mean, data mining. It's like that's just the norm now. Like this isn't the '90s where like. You learn about a game by seeing it in a magazine ad.
Yeah.
Like, about all the advertising, like the pre-release demos, those get data mined, things leak. Yeah. It's just like, that's the role now. It's kind of a shame. I like things being a bit of a secret, but at least with this, I can be like, okay, I don't have to, unless it's like, I have no clue. I probably won't like really use those guides, but
yeah,
it's gonna be like
I won't use the guides initially. I think I want to try before I cheat. You don't really cheat. Well, it is cheating in a set. I guess maybe it is cheating in a sense, but no, it's not. It's just enhancing gameplay. Why do you think they put it in though this early? Why wouldn't they just add a patch when it's time to unlock Blue Mage? Or do you think it would have been too big of a patch? Maybe
it's because of PS4, because doesn't it like cost money to push out patches for PS4, like to license a patch, so they have to put like things together? Because I don't know, it was like that for Xbox 360. Remember back in those days, you're like, okay, if you want to push out an update, you got to pay like Microsoft to do it. And so yeah, because like you have the files, but you turn on the switch.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Because that's what they're doing now. They're just flipping a switch, and Blue Mage is on. Yeah.
That'd be my guess as to why they include stuff early.
Yeah. It did confirm a few things. Again, we won't go into the details, but there are different weapons. There are multiple different weapons. So, because they've even they've managed to put that in the game. Don't ask me how. I am too dumb to understand how they do that. But somehow,
like item swapping.
Yeah, there's some item swapping. Yeah. So they even found like the battle stances and stuff. But yeah, it's all out there if you want to look for it.
We won't judge you.
No,
this is judge-free zone.
Judge-free zone, everyone. I
want how you like.
I want to wait until it comes out. That's just me.
I like looking at the animations and stuff, but I didn't really like. I didn't look too in depth in like the Coliseum, not the Coliseum, the Carnival guy. I keep saying Coliseum because of the Kingdom Hearts Coliseum.
Yeah,
because it reminds you of that so much.
It does, yeah.
But I didn't look at the Carnival. I didn't look. I didn't look at any other stuff really.
Right.
I just knew it's out there.
Okay. Anyways, Blue Mage is just a few days away. It's Saturday now. It'll be out on Tuesday, so just a few days. And we'll all be playing Blue Mage.
Yeah, we're gonna be grinding together.
Yes.
Don't PM me the solutions. You do. If you see me attacking the wrong mob, don't tell me. Let me figure it out.
Okay, let's move on to our main story. 4.5 released on Tuesday this week, and with it came a lot of stuff. Now, once again, don't worry, we will not spoil the MSQ in this episode, but we will spoil pretty much everything else. So, story-wise, that will be Seiryu and the Ivalice story. We'll take Ivalice last. We'll start with the Four Lords and Seiryu.
Okay.
The Snake Dragon. Let's talk about the story a little bit. Because I was never really invested in the story. I was a bit interested in Tenzin because of the ties to 11. But other than that, I think I was just getting burnt out on the whole, like... You know what I mean. The weeb story.
I think you specifically, and like Mela and Yaz, for some reason, are just like so tired of Doma at this point.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it's that bad, but I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a nice end to the story. Because it's all been like leading up to the moment where this oh god, what's his name? The dude in the rock.
The horse dragon.
Horse dragon man.
They just made him bigger.
Yeah. They did. It's Kieran, isn't it? It's just
it's Kieran, yeah.
We got to see him though, but yeah, I'm surprised they didn't make him look cooler, but I mean, whatever. That's him, I guess.
I half expected like a duty or something with the Four Lords.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the cutscene was all right.
Yeah.
But I was kind of hoping to be like, okay, hey, you and all the primal or Four Lords can fight together. Or
Yeah.
For a short little that would have been nice.
Yeah.
But we didn't get it.
No. It's before we get to because I'm realizing now I'm just talking about the last part of the story.
Yeah.
The first part of the story is of course about Snake Boy, which he's sort of breaking the convention of Seiryu because Seiryu is supposed to be a dragon. But did you notice that at some point in the story he's like, people expect me to be a fucking dragon, but
yeah. He's like, no, I can be whatever I want.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's like, shut up. He's a danger noodle. Whatever.
He is a danger noodle. Yeah.
You know what? I gotta ask this though.
Mm-hmm.
As like a person that played 11, because I didn't play 11.
Right.
You feel satisfied with the allusions to like the 11 stuff, like Tenzin and such? Did you get any kind of like satisfaction out of that? It wasn't
like, yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was nice. Okay. It was, to me, what kept me more invested in the story, because as I said, I was kind of burnt out on this whole theming. But Tenzin was sort of like, the only thing that I really wanted to learn more about. And I felt like at the end there, it was all worth it in the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was it just like a retelling of something he did in 11?
I can't remember as much from 11 anymore. But I do remember Tenzin's storyline vaguely, and it sort of connected him in a way to that. Chat can probably help with that. I can't. I'm not. My 11 lore is very rusty. But yeah, it was nice to see Tenzin again and see him go away.
Hey, you know what? Twice in this patch specifically, there were 2 ghosts.
Yes.
There were 2 ghosts that came in our most dire of moments. 2 ghosts.
Yep. Hold on. My fucking microphone just fucking...
Don't
my shock mount has failed.
He keeps chewing on it, guys. He's going feral.
Yes. Okay, 1 second. Very professional podcast. Here we go. Fixed it. Right.
Okay.
Yes. But the fight. Let's talk a little bit about the fight before we talk about the last part, or like more specifically, because there's a couple of things with the cutscene at the end that I want to discuss. Let's talk about Snake Boy himself. Design-wise, how do you feel about Snake and Dragon Man?
He looks cool. He looks like one of those Chinese like warrior things.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of the demons from, this is a weird pull, from like SMT and Persona. Like there's demons look a lot like them.
Yeah.
People might know which one I'm talking about, but he had a cool design. He had like the really bishy, handsome guy face.
Yeah.
He was horny for Tenzin, but not like the bird lady. He was horny for fighting.
Yes.
So he was horny to fight.
Yes. Yeah, they showed a little bit of his backstory too, where he was like stuck, because he came to, was it, I can't remember, I'm already starting to forget the story. He came too late to be like I can't remember, what was it? He was just stuck as a snake, and people were like fucking worshipping him as a god. They
were worshipping him as a god on his island.
Yeah. And then eventually they turned against him as time went on. And then
because they thought he was a god when he wasn't.
Yeah, and there was a calamity, and they blamed him for it.
Yeah. And they were like offering him.
They offered him a girl,
offerings.
didn't they, at some point? And he didn't kill her. He just moved her to another place, right?
Yeah, that was like an ongoing thing of like, oh well, every year, fucking here's a virgin sacrifice, and he just like teleported them away because like I'm not a god.
Right.
Just leave me alone.
Right. And then along comes Tenzin and his boys and girl, and takes him away. Fight. How do you feel about it?
Pretty solid. All the 4 lords have been pretty. Sorry, all the 3 lords that we fought.
Yeah.
The trial versions were all pretty like. They were average in terms of like difficulty.
Yeah.
They weren't too hard. Like even their X versions, like we just went in like blind, and we were doing pretty okay for not looking up any guides. We didn't finish it because we didn't have time.
Right.
Yeah, I think the fight's fun too. We finally have a fight where swimming became like sort of a major mechanic.
Yeah.
And it took them to the very last patch to make swimming a part of something aside from like Shisui. There's like a little pool you fall into after a boss, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a pretty solid fight. I like the memes.
Yes.
Thanks, Koji Fox.
There's like a point where like the wheels reference a specific song.
Like 20 different songs.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they see me rolling. Why would this demon say they hate to me? I didn't splash during the fight. I should have.
Can you splash though? Because you're you're in the water, so yeah, obviously, yeah. You don't really have time to like splash around in there. But yeah, it's definitely one of the easiest of the 3 lords, I think. Maybe. Well, Byakko was pretty easy too.
Byakko was like the easiest for me. This is like a little bit above Byakko, I would say. In terms of yeah. I'd say Suzaku was the hardest. Well, like Suzaku, Snake and Byakko. Would that sound fair to everyone? I think not that much different from each other in terms of difficulty. But
yeah. Rollo, you're very close to the camera today. I think that's.
Here.
Is that me? Have I done that? Is that something I've done? No, you're fine. I think you're fine. I think you've always been like that. Okay. Right. And so in the last part, they reveal, or the fucking, I can't remember his name. It really bothers me that I don't remember his name. Someone in chat, please help. The dude in the rock. Kieran.
Oh, Kieran. Well,
Kieran.
Is his name Kieran?
Finally, his name's not Kieran. He's using the Kieran.
That's the name of the. That's the
pony.
horse.
Yeah.
Koryu.
Koryu. Sorry.
Koryu.
Yeah. Comes out of the his little Pokeball, and the one thing that bothered me throughout the whole cutscene there was that the Byakko, Sasaku, I don't even think Genbu or Seiryu, their lips don't move.
None of them move.
I don't even think they blink. Like, I don't think that's animated in, because they're just using the boss models, obviously.
Yeah.
They haven't made, a cutscene rig for them. That bothered me a little bit, because it's literally just, they have no
telepaths,
emotions.
dude.
They're telepaths.
They're beaming their thoughts to everyone in the surrounding area.
Yeah. I know why they've done that, obviously, because obviously it would take more time to, like, animate that shit into a model that's not meant for that. But yeah, it is what it is. It was a cool cutscene anyways.
Yeah, it was good. It had the usual 14 ending too.
Yeah, it did.
The sacrifice.
The sacrifice thing is a little bit upset. It's like a little weird because names. I suck at names. What's the name of the turtle man? Not Genbu,
fuck.
But his name is
Soroban.
Soroban, yes.
Soroban, yeah.
So he sacrifices himself. He becomes Genbu again, or Genbu takes over his body. But then it turns out that Soroban is still in Soroban, but Genbu is also Soroban. And then he's like, yeah, but I'll fade away soon, so you'll be the next Genbu. And then, but then he's like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then it turns out he's going to be there for centuries still.
500 years.
Yeah.
500. So it's like,
oh my! And then
nothing really changed.
He just fucking argued with himself. Like, that was. Imagine that you've got a fucking turtle man stuck in your head for 500 years.
Like, the first curse is having to live for a couple centuries, because that's like, once you get past 100, that sucks already. And then dealing with that, then you gotta deal with someone else living in your head. No fucking privacy ever.
Yeah. Genbu fucking talking to you while you're shitting.
You must push harder if you want to become the Allspice.
I wouldn't do it this way. I would do it this way.
Oh fuck! We became the Poo Poo Pee Pee podcast again.
Oh no! Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay.
Take that one back.
Yeah. We're taking it back. No, but it was good. It was a nice story, and now it's over. The final weeb trial, hopefully in a while, is over. It's not like I hate. It's just I think Doma has just been, to me, always felt a little tacked on. I've said this many times before, which is why I'm just a little done. I'm done because I feel like the gear is always so ugly for healers. That's the main reason.
I don't like Doma because I don't want to wear these stupid clothes.
I don't like it. Okay.
I guess, sure.
Okay. Let's move on.
Did you listen to the little Allspices talking to each other?
The Old Spice? Oh, awesome.
The minions talking to each other.
Yes,
after you did it.
Yes.
That's cute. You can chase around the bird. He's like,
yes,
please stop following
the bird
me.
is still there, yeah, because that's the bird that was there. It's been there for a while, I think. But yeah, they just moved this location a little bit. Are they still around? Can you still go back?
You can go back, yeah. You can go talk to the little minion dude. He's like, oh, come back, say hello, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, because they do say that at the end, like, you can come back anytime. So
yeah.
So
overall, Four Lords, what do you say? Give him a grade out of 10.
Out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
compared to like we'll have to compare him to something like Heavensward, then, I guess.
Compared to the Heavensward Trials, compared to
that's hard, dude. Heavensward is actually it'll be like comparing it to the Warring Triad. I would say the Warring Triad was better in my opinion. So I think I'd give, if I would give the Warring Triad an 8, I would give this one a 7. I would give the Four Lords 7. It's just not quite at the Warring Triad level.
Yeah.
Because of, I didn't really like, they had some weird face transitions. Like the Byakko one was painful because you had to like, if you were going to farm Byakko, you had to do this whole like avoid the shit, which lasted for so long and there was no way to speed it up. Yeah, it's just, I think it's because, I mean, God, Sophia was great in the Warring Triad.
Sophia was my favorite one of the Warring Triads.
Sephiroth was cool. You know, they were all good.
Zervan fight was, I don't like the Zervan
Zervan
fight,
was
really,
the big disappointment of the 3.
Yeah.
Which is why it's not a 10.
Music though for the Four Lords, I think some of the best in 14 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll have the same kind of beginning part.
Yeah.
And they'll have their own little unique bits. It's cute.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I liked it's kind of hard actually to compare those two because they both I forgot about Servan.
Yeah.
I just remembered Servan wasn't good. Remember Skip Soar? Remember that shit?
I can't remember his music.
Me neither, because his music was really bad. Because his music had no like personality to it compared to the others. I
didn't like Sephiroth's music, but it stuck with me.
Yeah, it's still
like I could see someone else
music.
liking it.
Yeah,
yeah, and then it's mostly I just don't remember Zervan's song. I wouldn't even say it's bad. I don't remember.
It's not a bad song, but if you compare it to the others, like Sophia, like they both had lyrics. Zervan was just this almost like generic orchestral music. Which there's nothing wrong with, but in a game where orchestral music is like the main thing for everything, it sort of just blends in with the others. Remember because Sophia's like, even if you like analyze Sophia's lyrics, they're really dark. It's about this fucking girl killing
like
herself.
An elegant sacrifice thing or something.
Yeah, because her mother, isn't there her mother's been killed or her daughter? I can't remember which one. There's one of them is dead.
There's a story there.
Yeah. And Sophia's just rough. Like, if you want balance, you have to kill yourself, girl. And she does.
Why it sound like Oprah? Like, honey, you're gonna have to kill yourself.
That's what happened.
Don't take that one out of context.
Dad went to war and never came back. She kills her mom. That's what it is. She kills her mom.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Honey, commit matricide.
And then herself. God, it's such a dark song. It's like, yeah, your dad's dead. Now you have to kill your mom. And then she kills her mom and like, still no balance. Kill yourself. Oh, boy. Anyways, Four Lords, great. It's not a bad trial. None of the trials are bad. It's just 14 has good trials, just in general. Even the bad ones in our like compared to the other two is still good. So
I think the Four Lords perfectly represents Stormblood in its entirety. It's better than okay.
Yes.
Is what I will say for a lot of things in Stormblood.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on from the Four Lords and Seiryu to the Gold Saucer.
Yeah.
There's we played Domen Mahjong on stream a couple of days ago, which was a fever dream. I can barely remember what happened, but
that was almost like an hour and a half long, I think. We went in not knowing how long that was going to be, by the way. Like, I played some Mahjong matches with NPCs, like, okay, this is like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
No.
We were there for a good hour. It was I won as well.
But you didn't even know what you're doing.
I have no idea what I was doing.
No, none of us knew what we were doing.
But I won.
No, the two people we kidnapped from the chat to do it with, I don't think they knew what they were doing either, really.
Georgi and AJ, yeah. They were stuck in hell with us for a while. No, but it's a good, like, game-wise, I think it's very true to what it is.
Yeah, it's Mahjong's fun.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta learn how to play it. It's a little complicated.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like Jim Rummy. It's like that. If you guys ever played that, it's not too complicated. You just have to learn the tiles.
Right. There's a lot of phrases and stuff that is in that game. That, I mean, Ron, that means that you're winning, I think.
Yeah, a sumo. Yeah, it's sumo going. There's Ron, Pawn, sumo, Ricci.
More.
It's cool though. I mean, the interface is cool.
The interface is cool. Yeah. It's well made and it's well fleshed out, but I guess it's not hard to flesh out a game that's literally like hundreds and thousands of years old.
Is this more successful than Lords of Vermilion, would you say?
It's too soon to say. I feel like the interest is higher. No, I don't know. We'll see. That's an interesting question, actually.
I see more people hanging out on Mahjong tables,
but a lot of people hung out around Lord of Vermilion the first few weeks as well.
They did. The recency is part of it, but
we'll see in a couple of weeks how Mahjong is going. The thing that sort of turns me off from Mahjong is the time. It's like, if I have to play matches that are over like an hour long, I'm not sure if I'm ready to invest, that much time into it.
I was hoping they'd be a bit shorter to be like, oh, I can play with the NPCs while I wait for a queue and as a DPS or something. Yeah. But the NPCs is quicker though. Yeah. Because they don't take as long to think about their turns. But yeah, I would say everyone sincerely try learning how to play Mahjong. Yeah. And it's not too hard. The Japanese words, don't worry about them. It's fine. Mahjong's fun. Give it a shot. Add shogi next, please. Shogi would be really cool.
What's shogi?
Shogi's like Japanese chess, essentially.
Oh right. Yes.
It's just like 1v1. Right. It's pretty fun, actually.
Yeah. Someone's also saying that NPC battles take like 30 minutes, which is probably fine.
Yeah.
But you can't use the duty finder. You have to get to the gold saucer to do that.
For the NPCs tables? Can't use them?
I don't know.
I think you can use
I'm not sure.
Tables while you're queuing up for something.
Really?
I think so,
yes, you can use NPC tables while queuing. That's why you have to be in the gold saucer at the table. Yeah, otherwise you'll be in a duty. Yeah. But yeah, it looks good. We'll see in time if it's a big success or not. I'm going to guess that I don't think anything can ever beat the failure that was Lord of Vermilion. I just don't think that's possible. But what was the reward? Did you get did I even get MGP when I won on those?
I don't know, but you get, if you just play 2-player matches a week, you get 5,000 MGP or 8,000.
Okay. There's no reward. Huh.
There's a ranking.
There's a ranking.
There's MGP rewards for the tournament stuff. Yeah. Not tournament, like ranking.
You can get MGP from 2-player matches, 5,000.
Oh, okay. There's
there are song title. Okay, so there are reasons to do it, I guess. Yeah. But yeah,
not as much reason to do any other things in the gold saucer, basically.
Yeah. The other thing that's added was Air Force One. Which is exactly what they advertised. It's a rail shooter, and it's very easy.
Yes, it's easy.
And you don't you don't really have to do much. You just move your mouse a little bit, shoot a few targets, and you get 5,000. Is it 5? No, wait. How much do you get when you finish?
You get 4,000 if you score 5,000 points, which is the maximum amount. So you have to hit every single target to get the 4,000 MGP. Otherwise, it gets lower. But it's really easy to do, especially on a mouse. I wonder how hard it is on a controller, honestly.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be a little annoying. But hello, controller users. How do you find Air Force One?
Controller users, put it in the comments in the Twitch chat. I'll look at it.
Rewards. They added some rewards. They added the mount, which is 2 million gil. 2 million gil.
How close are you to that?
What?
How close are you to it?
Very far away, Rollo. Obviously, I barely have half a mil now. So
oh, wow.
They also, oddly enough, put the Ramsey here. How much do you have, Rollo?
1.5 mil.
You fucking slut.
And that's after I got Fenrir.
You fucking suck, Rollo. What the fuck is this?
Sorry.
How dare you?
Because I tell you to do it every week. Do the fashion report. I tell you. And you're like, I'm too lazy.
Whatever, dude.
They Make it rain campaign, guys. That's when you'll get it.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
The Ramsa haircut was put on the almost said Mog Station on the Gold Saucer as well for some reason. I don't quite get that one, but sure. I don't know why. I thought that would be a quest reward item. That's
what I would think too, but I guess they want people to have before they even get to Stormblood and everything. So I guess I understand that.
Yeah, it looks horrendous on my character, by the way. So
my character looks like a grandma in all my hair. Straight up, she's like a granny.
At least
it's cute. But...
yeah. At least they made it so that when you buy, it's only one haircut, and it will change depending on your gender. Which is a nice way to solve that.
It's 2 in 1, but it's a kind of a shame you can't use both hairstyles. You could have the grandma hair. You could pull it off.
Sure, yeah. Right. Let's talk about some quality of life changes that was added as well. Now, the homeworld thing is like everywhere. It is a little bit more confusing than it should be. Like when you're opening the FC tab, it'll say like the amount of members online on homeworld. But...
yeah, it doesn't matter yet, but
so I'm assuming that it's. But you see, that's the thing. Is it going to update in the future? So it says like these many people are on homeworld and these many are not, are off world. Otherwise, it's pointless because they'll just be offline.
I think you're just going to say how many people are online, and that's it.
Then like why even add that flavored text? I don't get that. I don't get that. Also, one neat thing is that the homeworld will now also show up when you examine people. It'll be like on the examine window.
That's neat.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Don't know how I feel about the tell, but I mean they have to do that when you're sending a tell to someone. You now also have to include their homeworld, which makes sense because now when they roll out the world visit system, there's going to be people with the same name on the same server. So they kind of have to do it.
All the clouds can finally, the cloud stripes can all meet up.
Yeah,
I want every single cloud stripe on every single data center to like meet up and DM each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's a bit inconvenient to type it all out, but you can also just right click and send tell to that person. So
weird thing though, you can no longer add friends from the contact list from like when you've been in a dungeon, you can no longer like add them via that list.
Yeah, you have to type it out.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's weird. But oh well.
Small sacrifice, I guess, for the world visit system.
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't understand though why they removed it. Why is that so difficult to? It's not like anything has changed. You'd still meet people cross world anyways, right?
So, yeah, I'm not even gonna try to understand.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I'm sure maybe it's a technical limitation because I don't think they would do it on
spaghetti
purpose.
Code 1.0 skeleton code.
Yeah.
They also added the UI opacity thing. I haven't really played around with it too much. I lowered the opacity of the inventory grid window. That's pretty much what I've done. I just don't... I've had the same fucking UI for like 5 years now. I don't... It's difficult
I'm kind of used
to
what I have too.
Yeah. But it's neat.
It's good for people who need that.
Customization is always good.
Won't complain about that.
No. One thing I noticed, which is probably because of this world visiting system, is that you can now see when FC members log in and out while you're in a duty.
Yes, that was something they did. That's good.
That's good. Weird that we still can't open the FC window, but at least we're getting there. You can at least see when people log in and out.
Baby steps.
Yes, which isn't really new because if you're in a PvP group, you can see when you could see when PvP members logged in while they were in a duty.
Yeah.
So they just added that feature to FCs as well now. Yeah, so that's cool. Cool. Interactive furnishings limit has also been lifted, and I noticed that almost immediately, because we were all our house has always been edging on that limit. So even though we weren't, I've made sure that we were not past the limit. When you were close to the limit, furniture wouldn't pop out, but shadows would flicker on furniture. That has stopped, and you can place as much as you want now without. I've tested. I've put down so many fucking champagne bottles.
Oh, did you put them all downstairs?
Yeah.
You bring it back?
Yeah, put them on the tables. I've taken them off again because it looked horrendous. It was just stress testing. I just couldn't believe that I could do
stress test the house, guys. Did you check out the new lofts, by the way?
Oh, fuck. I want to try them. I haven't.
So, heads up for anybody. They're really easy to craft, by the way. It's like level 66 carpenter craft for the loft and the stairs. They're good. You can only place tabletop things on them.
Oh.
But you can put other things on there, but you have to do the float glitch, which is a bit annoying to do, but you can make it work. The loft's cool. I like having the stairs to I can make this small house look bigger, or do some other stuff on other parts of the house.
Right.
But it's unfortunate that you have to use the glitch to make it useful. Because what are you gonna put? What are you gonna put for just tabletops? Like tabletop furnishings on there. That's not a lot of things, and they're usually really small things.
Yeah, because I could have sworn they had cabinets and shit on there, but I guess they didn't, huh? They just put maybe they
were wall mounted
for this. Oh yeah,
they glitched it themselves. They're gonna put out a guide on how to do the glitch.
Yeah, you can just put loads of lamps, I guess, loads of Pisa lamps, because you can have a lot of them now. Yeah, that's a bit sad, but okay. Well, at least it's something. At least you can, you can
make your little fancy loft with the bed on top.
It's got stairs. It's got real proper stairs, doesn't it?
Yeah. Stairs. They're nice too. You can use 2 pieces, or depending on the height you want, you 3 pieces. I guess. Yeah, just slap them on the wall. Have a good time.
Yeah. Flying ponies. It's happened. They can all fly.
Unicorn flies.
The unicorn flies, Rollo. The unicorn flies. It glows. Has it? Oh wait, I can't remember. I know that it didn't glow on launch. Did it start to glow with this patch? Because I never used the unicorn because it can't fly.
I'm not sure. I never did the quest. I played White Mage.
I can't for the life of me remember if it's been glowing all. Maybe they added the glow at some point.
Well, who knows? Nobody used it because it couldn't fly.
It started glowing this patch because I know it glows when it flies, but it doesn't. It glows when it's on the ground as well now. So it used to be just a boring white horse with a unicorn horn.
I still hate the horses in 14. They're gross to look at.
Yeah, you said that.
They're too gamey.
They're too
muscly.
They look like meat that's been painted white, or whatever color they are. The unicorn looks like meat painted white. It's cool because now the white mage mount is a little more desirable. It wasn't. It's weird that that's a class that has that mount. It's weird, and you get it at level 30. It's a weird
I'm surprised they haven't given every single job a mount yet.
Yeah.
Because they give tanks one, and then they gave white mage one, but no one else gets one.
They give it to the classes that they are afraid people won't level, right? I guess that's
why white mage.
Because white mage was the only healer at the time. Well, no, it wasn't.
Scholar was still there. Yeah, Scholar was there. They didn't get anything.
That's true. I don't know.
Make a job mount. People like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, our Scholar should just ride a Tonberry.
A big Tomberry. No, they could. They could hug the back of the Tomberry.
Yeah.
His little knife and lantern.
Lalafels can sit on the head. Now. I mean,
well, what would a dragoon get?
A dragon. Everyone could finally get the dragon that they wanted. No, and I don't know. It's weird. That's always been a weird thing. I think they just wanted more people to play White Mage, or yeah.
I guess. I'm not sure.
Oh, did it reset again? Thank you. Let me just do that. Fixed. Right. Where were we?
Going into Ivalice, or we got anything else to talk about?
Oh, we have more. Mount and minion roulette thing. Have you done anything with that? Have you?
I put one mount on there, and I was like, cool. And then I forgot to add any other mounts, so now I always just get the T-Rex flying.
I put every single mount on there except the Valentine's mount.
How does it feel?
I'm free.
How does it feel?
I'm a free man. I no longer fear pressing that button. It's over. It's so good. I get mounts that aren't just half a fucking chair. It's so good. So I'm very happy with that. Goodbye, Valentine's fucking mount from hell.
Goodbye.
I'm over you. It's over. Okay. I haven't touched the minion thing yet because I don't really care which minion I get.
Oh, they had a minion roulette too?
Yeah.
Or a favorite?
It's the same thing for a minion. The only thing I could probably just not put on there is like the fucking cursor, the finger.
And the airship one, I guess.
Yeah, that one. The basic ones. Yeah. Oh yeah, the mana cutter I didn't put in there either because I think it's too bulky. It's too like there's something I don't like it.
This is weird, but the sound the mana cutter makes kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
The propeller sounds. I like the mount. Yeah, I think it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like hearing the propeller sound for some reason.
Yeah, I don't like. I've said this before, but I'm not a big fan of like massive mounts. I don't really like the big. The YoL mount is too much for me. The wings are too big. And
because it makes you feel like you're going slower.
It does. And the one that you got for the collector's edition for Stormblood, the land 4. I think I can't remember which game it's from.
It looks like a Lapras from Pokemon.
Looks like a Lapras, yeah. I don't like that one. It's too big as well. Big mounts, nah. Unless they're like, there's something about the camera in 14 that just doesn't really work with big mounts. They just get too in your face, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Also,
I would like the mount, the mana cutter that the pirates have from Stormblood. Not Stormblood, from Heavensward.
Oh yeah.
The one without the sail. I think that would be cool.
That would be cool. Oh yeah, the whale. I haven't bought the whale, so I don't know. That one must be a true nightmare.
You buy that because you're a true whale and you want the biggest mount possible. You pay for that.
Okay. Custom deliveries. Rollo, you haven't done it yet, but
I haven't done it. I'm not gonna do it probably.
It is custom deliveries. It is what it is. It's a bit of the story. I'm not going to spoil that, but it's just it's what you can expect from a person wearing a pig mask, pig head.
It's gonna be silly.
Yeah, it's not going to be the most serious stuff you've seen. Right. But that's out now. So remember to do that because reset is on Tuesday, so you don't want to miss out a delivery.
When you unmask them, make sure to tell us.
Yes, I'm sure that's going to be
data miners don't
over Reddit. Don't
data mine it. I don't want to see his face just yet.
I'm sure data miners could have already done that.
Yeah, they could have done it a long time
ago. Right. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we move on that I haven't put down on the notes? I don't think there is. Let's I
think that's mostly everything, right? Did we miss anything aside from
his face is on Garland tools?
Yeah, see?
There you go. I can't remember if there's anything else professional. I mean, this is what we've put down. I think that's all. This is like all the major stuff. Of course, we can't talk about the MSQ, which is sort of the big thing here. But the White Mage update, it's fine. It's not like it's not groundbreaking. It's not like I was like, oh, the power.
I mean, that's exactly how you sounded a few moments ago. But okay,
it wasn't crazy updates, but it's a nice change, I guess. A powerful mage.
Did you want to give your general feels on the MSQ without spoiling it, at least? Before we get to anything else?
like how I felt about it.
Yeah. Do you think it was good? Any other feelings you want to say?
Good. I don't want to say anything because it might imply stuff about the MSQ that we shouldn't imply.
I'll say good too. Worst time to cut it off.
Oh, absolutely.
Worst time.
Absolutely.
That's not satisfying.
No.
That was not satisfying.
That was the definition. Like, no, we can't talk about that anymore. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk. Okay. So big spoiler warning now. If you have not done Return to Ivalice.
Ivalice spoilers.
Wah wah. Spoiler warning. Wah wah.
If you're in the kitchen, we're yelling at you. Come upstairs, and we're spoiling Ivalice.
It's happening. So buckle up, everyone. We're gonna talk about Ivalice.
Okay.
Right. That should be enough time for people to mute us. Let's do like this when we're done.
Well, hey.
When a lot of motion is on screen, we're done.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Put a picture of the Fran booty. Picture.
No, we can't use that because we're going to look at something later, and they might think that's like the signal for. Yeah. Okay. Story. Where to begin?
How did you feel about this particular part of the story? How do you think it ended?
I think, first of all, a lot of story. It was more than the, I feel like it was, maybe it wasn't, but it just felt like it might have been more than the MSQ. It wasn't longer than
MSQ. Don't say that.
It wasn't, it just felt like so long. The story was good. I think it's the best of the 3 stories we've, because I felt like more happened this time, because the previous one felt like filler. We learned a bit more. That's when, like, the previous one we learned about Ash being Rassler's sister, which was weird.
He just dies.
Yeah.
He died.
It is, though, implied. We'll talk about it when we talk about the specifics. Yeah. I think the story was good. It was a little long, a bit on the longer side. Some stuff felt a little, but it's not like I got bored. It's not like the fucking fake out quest that we got last patch. Also, we'll talk about the other quest later, the one that I did on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about this last part?
Starting off, like the one before it, I feel like it was dragging its feet a bit, and I was like,
yeah,
this is how it's gonna go. But it picks up, and it ends with a good bang. I'll say.
Yeah,
I didn't cry. Yoshipi promised me tears twice. It didn't happen.
Nope.
All I got was weirded out by pregnant Alma.
Okay, we'll talk more about it when we get to it. Okay, so let's just summarize what happens. So, I can't quite remember exactly how we started the quest. Because we're returning to the Prima Vista because the journalist lady. The fuck, Google?
Was there a Google?
She's Norwegian too, so I don't know why she picked up on that. Anyways, so we talked with the journalist lady, and she's telling us that Alma's feeling is not doing too good.
Yeah, because she got that aura site shit going on.
Yeah. And the dad is like having this weird, like, he's not worried seemingly, because she looks really bad when she's like faints at the beginning and stuff. Yeah. And the dad's just like, oh, whatever. She's just
she's sick.
Yeah. She's sick in the mind.
the doctor said it's a stress from being in a foreign country or something.
Yeah.
Which is
and it turns out that the thing that the necklace, the aura site, is fucking with her. And then she just turns into. So that's when we actually talk about. Is that when we talk about Ultima? God, I can't remember.
They shortly after, I think they bring up Ultima. It's like, oh, we fought an Ultima.
Yes. And
then it's like, oh well, the Allagans probably based it on Seraph.
Yeah. So Ultima from the Ultima weapon is based on Ultima the Seraph
Yeah,
and that's now canon. So there you go, guys.
that's the link.
Yeah, which is weird. The whole thing about this story is that this whole part of this Ivalice story it's sort of like digging down into the actual canon lore of Eorzea now. So it feels,
I mean, hey,
yeah,
it's a real city state now.
Yeah,
like all that stuff. That's tied in. That's locked.
Yeah. And we come to the conclusion that because she disappears, she like gets like demon, turns into like this demon lady.
They get like the fucking Conjuring.
Yeah,
or the possession movies or whatever.
Yeah.
Those old ones. It was like that. It's like I'm evil.
And then she disappears into the void or into like a teleport thing, Kingdom Hearts style. And that's when we so when do we meet Fran?
We meet Fran because we're like, okay, Alma is probably somewhere around here or whatever in the old monastery or something like that. We should probably know how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the banga guy comes around. Is like, oh, hey, you want to know how to get there? Come talk to our fucking brown bunny girl.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, get us war supplies, and then we'll help you out.
And she's the leader of the the Dalmascan resistance called.
That's a sector, or not? It's one of the resistances.
Yeah,
there's
called
multiple.
Something Tears. I can't remember the full name. Lentes Tears.
Lentils.
Lentils.
Lentils Tears.
I'm really sad that this story doesn't have voice acting.
Yeah,
it would have been so much better, because when we talk about the dungeon later, they're all the bosses are voiced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we meet Fran, big leg shot, a lot of ass shots.
Oh my god, if you play a Lala, you are blessed, because those camera angles are wow.
They knew what people wanted, of course, obviously.
That is,
yeah. There's a lot.
Just hanging out there, dude.
Yeah. She does drop some lore about her people and her where they live. They live in that jungle, whose name I can't remember the name of the jungle either. I'm really bad at names, as you all know. Golmore. Golmore, yeah, Golmore jungle. And a lot of people are now very worried about Viera, because there is no mention of male Viera.
There is
not in the story.
Not in the story, but they're like mentioned in like the lore text thing bot you talk to.
Does it? Does it actually?
Yeah, they say that like the males, they don't really play
they come back to fuck. But
they come back to fuck.
But the thing is, a lot of people are now speculating if Square Enix is actually adding Viera as female only, as a gender locked.
It's gonna be males.
I just need to spread some uncertainty, because I feel like we need to do that, because we need that extra stress. But
I guess.
Also, I'll need to clap, so I can cut that out of the YouTube version when we talk about them returning to fuck.
Okay, well, no. I'm clapping. Put it back in. Put the bunny fucking in.
I just want everyone to be really afraid now that we're not going to get male Viera. Yeah, look forward to that. Okay. Anyways, we're talking about the jungle. We travel to the jungle, and the monastery is in that jungle. Abandoned. Well, it's clearly not when we enter, but
after Fran tricks us, by the way.
Oh yeah, she's like being a sly little bitch.
She's like, hey, you know, I want to teach my leader a lesson.
Yeah.
that people aren't going to probably help her. Also, it's going to steal from you.
Yeah.
But now I know it's serious, I'll help you for real.
Yeah. Also interesting to note, because she seems to be responding to someone who's of royal blood. It
was the lady, the sister.
Was it the sister? I thought it was implied that it was Ash.
Isn't the Ash the one that's the guy that dies, right?
Ash is the woman that dies.
Oh, Ash is the woman. Okay, sorry. Princess
Princess Ash.
Yeah.
So a lot of that's the speculation now that Ash might be alive.
Probably is.
And that is probably true. We don't know if Ash is dead in 14. They just said, oh, according to legend, Ash is dead. But Ash might still be alive. What if she led the... well, maybe it's her daughter or whatever. They'll figure it out. She said princess.
The other dude died, for real.
There are no Dalmascan princesses alive, apparently. So who the fuck is this princess? Unless the Vieira somehow formed a kingdom. And now there's a Vieira princess.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. Oh, it might be the young girl from the 5.0 trailer.
Yeah, they're...
Ooh. That
that
might be
one.
Pinello. Oh, God. If it is Pinello...
Put on Pinello's theme right now. Put it on.
No. Right. So, anyways, she says princess. That's all I wanted to say. It's not Pinello. Isn't even a fucking princess. Is she? She's not. She's just a peasant.
I just vaguely know about 12, dude. I didn't play that shit. I played Tactics.
Okay. Yeah, she might have taken the name from the dead prince because the Princess Ash died like many years ago. Maybe she's like old Ash, like, oh, save my kingdom.
Yeah, give us an old lady. You know what? We need more old people in the story. We don't have that many.
Also, how sad is it? She's like, oh, I'm so old, and she's still a princess. She's not. She never got any higher up. Okay. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, we enter the monastery, and
we find a Gundam.
Okay,
that's a Gundam.
So let's talk about the dungeon itself. It's very well. This is the best one of the three, in my opinion.
It's one of the best Alliance raids. In fact, I would say it is the best Alliance raid.
Yeah.
And it's not due to recency, because I didn't say that about the other Alliance raids for, is whatever.
Return to Ivalice.
For Return to Ivalice, I definitely this one is the best.
Mm-hmm. It's there's no boss in that dungeon that I dislike. Mm-hmm. They all feel like they have their own gimmicks. The machine gun, the sniper guy, the rifle dude, he's the mech. He's got a few interesting moves. Also, again, they're all voiced, which is probably the first ever to have every single boss voiced.
Oh, every single boss. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because everyone is voiced. I so far that's usually been reserved to the last boss, at least in Ivalice raids. And the other ones, they're not voiced at all. So yeah, I think that's the first.
I liked his voice a lot, by the way. It was the machinist voice. Yeah, he had like the kind of reverb in his voice, like they do in Nier Automata, like the way robots talk. It's really cute.
Yeah. Also, there's like this. I had like this wow moment when I got to the Thunder God dude, because the way he's presented to you as you approach him is so like it's a very like visual and auditory thing, because he talks to you in like booming voice as you approach him, and he just comes up from there.
I love it.
Yeah,
he's just like when you're fighting him too, he's just pontificating. Really, I'm the fucking Thunder God.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reciting poetry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the line he keeps saying? Show me more. Is that what he keeps saying? He might be a little too vocal, because he talks a lot.
He's the chattiest one.
Yeah.
Show me more.
Show me more. But it's cool. I'm all for voiced bosses. It gives them more life. Also, like, he was, I think, probably the hardest one to do with an alliance raid, like with an alliance, because it requires coordination.
Shoutouts to the one alliance we played with, Alliance fucking C. You stood around for the ice fucking mechanic like twice in a row. Fuck you. You didn't. You just stood there.
Okay.
God.
That's not. It's over. It's. Yeah.
Like deer in headlights.
Yeah, we killed Tanaka, by the way. Okay.
Nice.
The last boss, which is Ultima, is also very good. I love the face.
Let's skip the boss.
Which boss did we skip?
The paladin girl. The angel one?
The one that looks like a Blizzard character.
Yeah, she looks like a Blizzard character.
She's got these duty action circles that you walk into to unlock duty actions, which I thought was interesting. Her name's Agrius?
Agrius. Sorry.
Agrius.
They're spelling it right. I just don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it either. I thought that mechanic was interesting, where you the duty action isn't active at all times. You have to go into a specific circle to unlock that specific skill and then use it. That was interesting. Also, the teleporting into another place and then using duty actions to kill certain mobs. Only the mobs with a certain marker on them. It's very simple, of course. It's not like
it's
Savage
crazy,
Raid
but
complex.
You have to pay attention, and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's like I feel engaged when I'm doing that dungeon in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah. And
but she was really cool. She's a character from Tactics too. I really like her.
Yeah. Yeah. Ultima. Feels like the end of a game boss. Like a lot of stuff happens there that we haven't seen in this game before, where for instance there's a point where she throws everyone to the back of the arena and then creates a maze where you cannot use actions. Your healers can't heal you or anything, and you have to go through the maze and also avoid attacks from things that are passing between that and stuff, and then get to a small circle underneath her to activate your skills again. And still, even as you make it to that circle, she will still attack you and give you AoEs that you have to move away into the dark area where you can't use actions. I like that. That's very neat.
I like the cubes that come down too during the final boss.
Yeah.
And then they move around.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. And the phase transition to the last phase felt like something out of a single player game experience almost, where you have to shield and destroy the thing, the whatever it's called. And you can see her in her full the full design of her. She's disgusting.
Horrific angel look.
Yeah,
it's terrifying.
It's something it's horrible. I like that, and she's of course also voiced through and through. All in all, best. I think best.
The peak Alliance Raid design.
Absolutely, I think Woolhead really pushed for this to be good. I think he probably did more or made them do more with this one than they would have normally done, it feels like. So good job, Woolhead. Your last everything Return to Ivalice. You did it. You dragged your feet a little bit at the start, but you finished strong at least. Yes. What else? Pragd Alma. Okay, now we can talk about the story again. Yeah, there's a flashback sequence where we see. We get saved by a ghost, by the way. We're saved by Rams's ghost in the middle of. That's true. That's the second ghost that happens. Yes. In this patch. Yes. There's a cutscene where we look back on the events of the past. This is their ancestors, right? Yeah. That's what's implied. They're old Almas. Yeah. Or the kids. Yes. Or old descendants. Yes. Alma is 15. And 15. There's a lot happening in that cutscene. But there's some the king dude is oh my god. Is he the king at that point? I don't know. He's the king at that point. Yeah, he's the king. Okay. Yeah. So he's oh, Ram's dead, blah, blah, blah. And then there's this weird moment where she's it's so weird. The thing that weirds me out about it is that, Ramza, original Ramza, right? Yeah. They aged him up, right? He looks like an adult compared to the Ramza we have now, right? And it's
But Alma's, she still looks like she's 15 or 14.
Yeah.
And then she's like, her husband, the dude from, I forget his name, it's the dude from Tactics. He like walks up to her and then she like rubs her belly.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, okay, I get it. Medieval fantasy.
Yeah,
it's still fucking weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Why did you just make her older like Ramza?
Yeah.
Rollo,
that's like the one thing Rollo just can't let go about this story is that
just weird. Don't knock up 15-year-olds.
Anyways, I'm almost certain that was like the, I don't know, I've throughout watching this story I was trying to figure out where Yoshi P had been crying. That was like a little game. It would either have been that scene, because there's an anime tier, and I think that's, he'd be like, oh yeah. And
it was a sad scene though. Like,
it was a sad scene.
That stuff aside,
it's not like fucking crying though. I wasn't crying. I'm heartless. The second one is the last, I think it's at the end of the dungeon, where you see all the Tactics characters coming out, and then going back into the ether. Also, again, talking about like them chaining themselves to the canon lore, they talk about Mother Heidelin a lot in the story. Like even back in time with the king, they mention specifically Mother Heidelin. So this has been, you know, again, this Heidelin lore has been going for a while. They knew about Heidelin even back in the Ivalice days.
Yeah. Not mention the original Tactics, but hey.
Yeah, no, obviously. So again, they're showing that they're rewriting, they've like implemented Tactics characters and partially lore into our lore and baked it in.
Yeah. Like this is his own thing. I think we said that before, but yeah.
Yeah, they said that Ramza was a warrior of light too. They did. Yeah, they did say that. So
steal himself away to help another warrior light in the future.
Yeah,
and then they'll write history right this time, and he'll be seen as a hero.
Yeah,
instead of a enemy of the church.
Yeah.
How did you feel? Did you play Tactics, by the way?
I played a little bit. I've never finished any of them.
Okay.
Maybe one day I'll play one. Finish.
It was really cool.
I do recognize the characters, though. I do recognize the characters.
It was really cool for the final shot when you see all the, you don't see all the characters. You see Ramza and some of the actual name characters, and then you see all like the generic NPC jobs.
Yeah, even the
big.
Like,
oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
and the big robot too. I'm like, oh, that got me a little bit. It's
yeah,
like, oh,
that is probably a tearjerker for some.
Yeah,
yeah, that was nice. The Zodiac Braves, is that what you're seeing? Also, you see I saw his name. I keep naming the fucking judge. The judge at the end, and that confirms that judges exist in 14.
They do. They're a thing.
Yeah,
they are.
I guess they're just like legatuses for Dalmasca. Like they're still Garlean, clearly, but so they've just sort of, I guess, when they invaded Dalmasca, they adopted the judge system into the ranks of like the overseas, whatever they call it, the territories for Dalmasca. Yeah. That's what it
was. It a Dalmascan thing? The judges? Is that what they're? Is that what they said?
No. What do you mean? Like in Tactics and 12?
No. In 14, was that like? Are they saying like, oh, judges were like a Dalmascan thing that was adopted, or was?
Oh, I don't know. They haven't really said anything. He is a legatus, but he is wearing judge armor, and he is, you know, you can't tell me he's not wearing judge armor.
yeah, that's judge armor.
Yeah, so that is like Dalmascan legatus, like the Domans had uniforms that fit Doma or sorry, Doma.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, then that's how the judges exist in Dalmasca. Yeah, they're from the Arcadian Empire. That's true.
Okay. Well,
but no. It makes sense because let's then say that they made that armor then for Dalmasca, like they did with Doma, right? That's what that is then.
What do you think about the Stinger?
The Stinger in
Return
to Ivalice?
Yeah.
What was the Stinger?
they had the legatus come out, or the judge dude, right? And he's like looking around, and then like the camera pans over, and it's like, oh, it's one of the carnival people, and they're in the lighthouse, and it's like, oh, one of the carnival people was a spy the entire time.
Oh, right.
But for some reason, he's still in his half-naked uniform. But that's it, so you know.
Yeah,
it was like, oh, okay.
It's weird that it ended there because it kind of felt like it was going to continue, but do you think this is going to continue, by the way, in 5.0? I feel like they put out 100%. A lot of because Fran is clearly very involved in Dalmascan shit, because
they're
part of the resistance. So
I mean, like her princess lady leader, she's totally going to be a
we
thing.
need to know who that is.
It's not going to be a Dolmen like level thing, I think, with like it's time to liberate them, and then the other thing, it's gonna be like maybe just stop by there, I guess.
He's talking about the theater troupe.
The theater troupe. My words are terrible. The theater troupe guy was a spy. That's who that was at the end of that stinger.
He was wearing that fucking like Ellison bare chest covered arms outfit. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, continuing. Because they're like the princess thing is something that they just planted in that story, which had never been referenced before until then, and was not resolved. The theater troupe dude.
Fran is gonna play a story, like she's gonna be part of the MSQ.
Fran,
like straight up.
I feel like the legatus in the judge armor as well, the Gabranth. He's definitely also going to play a part in 5.0. Again, it's starting to look like we're getting sort of the same. I almost think that we're going to get the same stuff as Stormblood here. That we're going to get an A and B plot, and we're going to get
that's what it's looking like.
Garlemald and Dalmasca.
But that's a lot to juggle.
Yeah,
because we're doing the Garlean thing, we're doing the Dalmascan thing, and then we're also going to be doing the Asian thing. So that's 3 things we got to deal with. And also the world's fucking ending.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with the fact that we're probably going to go to Garlemald through Dalmasca.
Yeah.
Because as I'm not going to touch on the MSQ now, but as you all know that Gimlet Dark is like at the border of Alamigo and Garlemald, so that place.
That the fight happens.
There's something's happening there, so that there might be too hot for us to infiltrate through that path. So it would make sense to go through Dalmasca. Now I want to show, because of course there's a big reveal here. Fran shows us a map to show us where to go when we're looking for the jungle. Now we have a closer shot as well, but in this picture there's basically showing you the whole map with Doma in the top right, or on the seam step in the north, and then you have what was the name of that spot? One second, Rolo. Just I'll be right there.
Okay, I'll be here. So yeah, this peninsula was like covered up before by little clouds. Okay. Kind of jutting out, kind of like India, I guess you could say.
I'm gonna pull out the lore book now, because it has I know the full name here. So this is the part of the map that is currently covered up, but they have shown her map is not covered up. She has
See, that's what I've been hearing a lot. That Valnane is from Vagrant Story, which is also loosely tied to Ivalice, the Ivalice world.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. There are some references to that game as well.
Yeah, they've been referencing that a bit in Ivalice as well.
Yeah.
The raid.
So that part, that city state there is the trade port for Dalmasca. And then there's the there's something else. Okay, let's get closer. So this is.
Oh, look at that finger.
What's Nagsha? Like, what is it? Like, there's nothing in Nagsha. There's just nothing. It's just.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no like city or no.
It's weird.
because I thought like Villain was supposed to be Nagsha for a bit.
Yeah.
From like what we've heard about it, but apparently,
well, it isn't like a fully formed nation. It's just like isn't it just like a collection of smaller tribes or whatever living together? It's just a very.
It was subjugated already though. Like that's where they send like slave workers now.
Yeah.
The Carl does.
Yeah. It's not a nice place anymore.
Too much vegetation. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
oh yeah.
Rice paddies. That's what happened.
Yeah. So Valnain is. What I find weird is that it is in the lore book specified as part of the Kingdom of Dalmasca, and it is the sort of main trade port for Dalmasca. It's a bit far away from the capital for me to make sense. Isn't that a weird place to put your trade port? Wouldn't you like have it? Wouldn't you want to have it like closer to like you see like it's bordering the sea on the to the west, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking that the map is just not accurate. It's like typical Eorzean map where they just put an icon there, and there's like that's roughly where Dalmasca is right now.
We think it's here.
Yeah, but it might as well just cover a lot more distance than what it appears to be there.
Yeah.
Also, we have to remember that Dalmasca used to be a kingdom, so this map was probably obviously made after. Or maybe, yeah, I'm assuming it was made after the invasion, where Dalmasca is no longer recognized as a kingdom. So Dalmasca is now just a city, and Valnain is just a city. If this map was made, like, because you can see some buildings. You see them? Oh, no, that's the jungle.
Actually, those little jungle buildings, they look like those buildings from like I think it's Thailand. You know what I mean? Like those stone ones sticking out of the jungle.
What the fuck?
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Isn't that supposed to be the Golmore jungle though, or whatever?
It is.
Yeah.
But they're ruins too. Yeah, I'm just saying they remind me of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see that though, because now that's sort of been filled in that area of the map. And we sort of see where Dalmasca is. It's kind of protected from well, it wouldn't need to be protected from Doma, but there's like a mountain range sort of splitting.
Yeah,
splitting it there.
The burn.
Yeah.
Kind of fucked up that Doma still has an old icon for its map symbol.
Oh, yeah.
It's the old Hamlet one, I guess.
Yeah.
That Alameda used to have.
Yeah.
But everyone else got a new one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's it's interesting. I'm happy that here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about having like another game be part of the MSQ in the future, if that is the thing.
I mean, it was adapted. Like it's at this point, it's kind of just 12 in name only, or 12. Sorry, Ivalice in name only. Really, there's like allusions to stuff, and there's like
Fran is literally from 12.
She is, but it's not like it's like in Kingdom Hearts.
She's even
right?
wearing the same clothes.
But it's like in Kingdom Hearts, like.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't care anymore. But it's like we talked about this a while back, like how you can't hear me. What? Oh, this world is broken.
There you go. What were you saying?
I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, about like combining. Like we talked about it a while back, like how scary it is to like introduce stuff from like. I know it's a Final Fantasy game, you put other stuff in, but usually it's like stuff like established stuff that repeats, like chocobos, like Moogles, like, you know, certain creatures and stuff. But now we're like introducing Dalmasca. Now we're introducing the concept of Viera. Like even Viera in itself is a little bit like weird, even though I don't mind. But it's like we're mudding up our own lore by adding 12 lore and tactics.
I mean,
lore.
I guess, but it like. I'm not. It doesn't like particularly bother me because I feel like it fits. Like I hear what they're saying, and they're like telling me explanations. I'm like, okay, sure. Like I believe this area would feasibly like fit in the world just fine, and like I wouldn't like someone could not play tactics or 12 and still get like everything just fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
At least so far. I mean, I don't know in the future, but for now, I think they're doing a pretty
I
good
know
job.
we've talked about Doma, guys. We've already talked about how Doma was implemented. This is a long time ago, I know, but when they introduced Doma the first time, I reacted the same way. I was never.
Doma's definitely a name only.
Yeah, Doma is not Doma from 6, from 4, 6, the numbers, whatever. Yeah, it's just how 14 is now. I think I'm just thinking at it like when we in my day in 1.0 everything was its own lore. Like we had Gelmora, we had very specific lore. Now it seems like we're pushing more towards existing lore from other games that is then adapted into our world because people will remember it. But I don't mind. Like, it doesn't mean I don't mind. It's just we're going a different route than what we did before. It'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Well, we know we have a bad example and a good example already. Good example is Ivalice and all that stuff. Bad example is Omega, and all that, because they're just the things from that, and that's it. Save for Omega, but everything else was that's just Doom Train or Ghost Train, whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's just that.
Yeah.
It's just Kefka.
Yeah. The new world is the new world we know zero of. So let's hope that is completely new lore. Unless they just go like it's Spira.
Guys, tell me, do you think it's either going to be cowboys or Australians? It's only going to be those two. You got to pick. Is it going to be Cowboy Land or is it going to be Australia?
Okay. Okay. Right. Anyways, I think that's it for the main story. We have no time for the JP thing again. We actually talked.
What did we really fill that much time?
Yes, we did. Rolodes. There's only 10 minutes left of the show.
So chatty.
Yeah, we're chatty today. I guess we'll talk about about that next week. Keep pushing it. It's going to be outdated by the time we get to it. We'll make sure to check it.
So we say spoilers over then?
Spoilers are over. Shmush.
Spoilers, come back.
Okay.
Get me chicken tendies.
Yeah. I'll play the sound of the vault closing. That's very not loud, but there it was.
I didn't hear it, but I'm going to pretend I did.
Yeah, it was very good, and it was very loud, probably. Let's try it again. Closing the vault. No. No sound. No sound for us. Let's try that again. Let's close the vault. Nope. We keep trying to close the vault, but the vault won't...
Oh, we did it!
There we go. The vault is closed.
More Goofy. He's back in.
Okay.
Contained him.
Right. Do we read some MogMail? Let's just read the one MogMail that we have. That I have on the show notes that was not caught by the spam filter. It is from Anna Ginterrace from Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
In patch 3.4, they took an entire region of Selpethol and turned it into a little dungeon. In patch 4.4, they took an entire region of the Burn and turned it into a little dungeon. What region do you think they will turn into a little dungeon in patch 5.4? The entire moon? Or the new world? Or what are your thoughts about this? That's a scary thought, that they would just make the new world a dungeon. Duty popped, the new world. I don't know.
I could definitely see one of the Dalmascan territories just being a dungeon.
Yeah.
Definitely one of those.
Yeah. 5.4, so we're like pretty far into the story at that point though. So because it would make sense that we would either push this is the pivot point probably where we're going towards the next expansion.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be like an important, I think it would just be like a part of maybe just that's Garlemald.
No, don't say that. Well, actually, you know what? Well, why would you be able to walk around Garlemald though?
Yeah.
Because, like, I want to see a Garlean city, but I could understand it if we don't get to see the capital.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because that's
It could
like,
also, yeah.
We're like literally, our face is probably like plaster all over the place with posters. If you see this person shoot on sight or something,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be like a Crystal Brave situation. They're gonna be like, oh, so I'm just don't tell anybody. I wanted to see you.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. My guess is going to be it's something Garlean. Something Garlean is going to be the dungeon 5.4. Something that we're expecting to get into. But we get into like through a dungeon. Probably. We'll see. I don't know. I hope it's not like a region. Again. Like Selpathol was...
But I could still see us go back to the burn is the thing. I can still see us going back there as like an area.
Going back to the burn. So like the burn too. Electric Boogaloo. So we just go back.
Yeah. Not like okay, like because the place we were in, it was like just the mouth of the burn basically, because that's where they have the wall up.
Yeah.
I could see us going past that, maybe like one for the first dungeons where you go and meet up with Gaius. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I guess. We also don't really know much about Ilsabard yet, so it's hard to really tell. Because I'm assuming if we're getting a dungeon like that, it would be in Ilsabard somewhere. Or the burn, because the burn is technically on the border between Ilsabard and Dalmasca now. We used to say Doma, but now we say Dalmasca.
I didn't think there was a funny way to say Dalmasca.
A funny way to say... Dalmasca.
Oh, no! I don't like that. Don't say that.
That would be an annoying way to say it. Yeah. I don't know. We must also never forget that they turned Alamigo into a dungeon, which literally means they can turn anything into a dungeon. You beware, it might happen. Yeah. Dalmasca, by the way, it's not like Weeb. What world? Like, what part of the world is Dalmasca inspired by? Like Middle Eastern? Because Alamigo is already...
I wouldn't even say Middle Eastern. It was just kind of weird desert place. They like
desert place.
But it's not like the Sahara Desert or anything. You know what? I think it'd be more like Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
That that place.
That place, yeah. Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Like I don't know. That one river, like cultures around there, I would say.
Yeah.
Or Mediterranean? Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Spanish, Portuguese.
It's something, I think we all sort of have like an idea of where, like it's around what chat is saying as well. It's around that area. Right. I guess that's all we have for this. Also, do remember that we FanFest.
Mesopotamia. I did it.
Mesopotamia, that's the word. FanFest is also coming up now. It's like 3 weeks away, so just a reminder that we're going to cover that as we did with the previous one. So don't forget that. I just wanted to remind everyone already, because I've already gotten questions about that.
Don't forget, January is almost halfway over already.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back for the post-show. There's going to be an important announcement there as well, so make sure you tune in for that. We have to announce something important to the channel. As you guys have probably noticed, Yas has been missing for a while. Thank you. God, the text is so... Tam is that.
Wrong place too.
It's off center. Everything's bad. Anyways, as you know, Yas has been missing for quite a while, and unfortunately, it does not seem like Yas is going to be able to follow. Just read the notification. Why is it off center? To return in the foreseeable future, which begs the question what we do now. Although he might return at some point. We are technically one speaker down. Milo returns next week. But Yas is probably going to be away for a very long time.
Two-man shows are hard.
Yeah, they are.
Two-man shows are hard.
Two-man shows are hard. We've been working behind the scenes to try to figure out what to do. He's okay, don't worry. There's some real life stuff and some there is some health stuff as well, but it's nothing dangerous, but it's just put him in like a position where he's not quite up for doing the show. Also sort of he had faded a little bit away from the game. It's all sort of piled up, and at that point, you know, there's no fun doing the podcast anyway. So what we are going to do right now is we're going to open the lines again. We haven't done this in since
a year.
Yeah, a year. More than a year, almost 2 years now.
It only just ended a year ago.
Yeah,
that search.
Yeah, the search ended a year ago. We are going to move forward with a temporary replacement for Yaspot. And you can now apply to become a speaker at speakersxiv.com/host. This process is going to take a while, but the deadline is January 31st. So we are officially looking for a new speaker, which is going to be a temporary replacement for Yaspot. However, what happens... So this is very complicated, right? Because we don't really want to lose Yas, but the show must go on. At some point, it is difficult to do. So, it is for the time being temporary, but if within a short period of time Yas returns, he will return to the show, okay? But right now we are looking for a fourth speaker to temporarily replace Yaspot, which could be permanent depending on how Yas is doing in the future. Okay. That's
there's the news.
There's the news. It's out.
We were going crazy about it for a little while.
Yeah, I didn't quite know when to break the news. But yeah, there it is. Remember to follow us on Twitter at SpeakersXIV. Hello, Ruby. Just in time. Twitch.tv/SpeakersOfIdle and YouTube.com/SpeakersXIV. Exclamation Discord and chat if you're watching live. If you're watching on demand, link is in the description. Remember to send us MogMail, because MogMail works again now. SpeakersXIV.com/MogMail. See you around. Bye.
Bye.